Tell me a little bit more about Princess Disa and the fact that you are the first black woman to be a dwarf in Tolkien, the first woman to be a dwarf in Tolkien.
The fact that you are the first black woman to be a dwarf in Tolkien, the first woman to be a dwarf in Tolkien, first black woman.
Alright, so I am about to sit down and watch the rAnGz of pOwEr trailer that dropped about an hour or so ago. I was working on a video already, actually 2 videos, which I sent over. Big shout out to my editor, Good Stuff Comics Gator. And let me go over up here and I will play this trailer. I look right now at the ratio on this thing and it got uploaded, it was like an hour or 2 ago, the official Prime channel, and we're talking 213,663 views, 9,924 upvotes to 26,707 downvotes, already getting ratioed into oblivion. Let's go. This is a 2-minute and 39-second trailer. I, of course, will not be showing any of the trailer in this video because they'll automatically strike it or claim it, of course. So I will show you guys some memes while I watch the trailer. And there's not going to be any audio. So we have Galadriel, it starts with, of course. Okay, here we go. We're into a battle. And this is Galadriel mourning her brother, and she's taking his dagger. And see, I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings like aficionado because I grew up watching The Hobbit and the Fellowship of the Ring, like the animated movies, The Lord of the Rings, all that. You know, Sauron looks like a cross between Kristen Stewart and Eminem. That looks like generic Rosario Dawson. Hey, Don Lemon, all right. This is bad. Oh, there's the first female dwarf of color, first female of color to ever play a dwarf, first dwarf of color, first female dwarf of color. I think we'll have more fun watching this. They spent Don Lemon, so they can't have hobbits in this. And this will be interesting to see what happens with the Embracer Group purchase of the rights to all of this now. Where does Amazon go with this? Do they just admit defeat? Absolute cringe. You spent $1 billion on this show, and it is going to be an absolute failure on every level. rAnGz of pOwEr, because we was rAnGz and shit. Yeah, this looks bad. Now let's have some fun with the comments. Now, honestly, I thought that House of the Dragon was very good, the first episode. I honestly think that's going to be much better and much more well received than the rAnGz of pOwEr and shit. Because simply due to the fact that the Game of Thrones spin-off, House of Dragon, unlike the original series, the showrunner, they planned an ending. I mean, we kind of know where it's going to go, where it's leading, but it's the journey of getting there and not damaging the lore that preceded it. So far, so good. I know it's only 1 episode in, but I'll be watching the rAnGz of pOwEr when that premieres, and I think it's gonna be a dumpster fire. I mean, more so than the marketing, the super fansies, and all the other nonsense that they've tried to put over on the people that actually know the lore really well. Like I said, I'm not including myself in that. I'm not an aficionado. I enjoyed the movies. I never watched any of the Hobbit movies, the live action ones. I've seen the original ones, but yeah, this just looks bad. Let's look at some comments here, and we will see where we're at. Yes, here we are, the main event, the comment section. Let's get to it, shall we? First of all, look at the ratio, and as I'm recording this audio, we're at 10,000 upvotes to 36,000 downvotes. This thing is getting absolutely destroyed. Let's take a look at some of the comments here. We have Theo Wilmot. When Elrond said do or do not, there is no try. I literally cried because it's so true. Can't wait to watch this faithful adaptation of Frank Herbert's Chronicles of Narnia. Gabriel No. When a young Ned Stark tells Galadriel, only Siths deal in absolutes, I picked my jaw up off the ground. When Gandalf said, say hello to my little friends, and the hobbits came into the scene, it had me tearing up. At the moment when Galadriel said, you're a wizard, Gandalf, I almost cried. Such a beauty. When Sauron says, say my name, and Galadriel answers, Heisenberg, gives me chills every time. After Galadriel says, hasta la vista, baby, I couldn't stop my tears. Everything, according to the book, J.R. Tolkien Connor is one of the greatest authors and poets of all times. When Sauron picked up the ring and said, are we some kind of Lord of the Rings of power? Brought chills down my spine. Incredible quote. When Galadriel said, I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse to Sauron. Literal goosebumps. When the black elven Vulcan dude said, live long and prosper, that brought a tear to my eye. When Frodo looked at Sam and said, I love you, and he stood there and said, I know. Brings tears to me every time. When Galadriel said, that's no knife, this is a knife, it sent chills down my spine to see the words come to life on the big screen. J.K. Martin is my favorite author. When Galadriel said, there's a tempest in me, and Frodo hopped out of the bushes and winked at the camera, that's when I knew this was going to be one of the best shows of the year. I was on the verge of tears when they showed that Sauron isn't evil, but in fact a victim of circumstances, and we should always be sensitive to the plight of Sauron. I feel represented. Thanks so much. When Bofro spoke wisely to Sir Galadriel the words, I'm going to have to science the shit out of this, I teared up. Such brilliant writing. The best line is when Tom Bombadil gets all the rings of power and says, reality can be whatever I want. Truly one of the quotes of the series. The Rings of Power, Amazon's $1 billion forthcoming failure, getting absolutely annihilated yet again. It stands to reason that they put out a subpar product like this that they spend $1 billion on, and they promptly, feel the wrath of the interwebs as you present shit to people who know the lore, respect, and love the lore, and then you get punched back by those people when you're like, no, this is the lore now. They're like, I don't think so. So, yeah, what do you guys think, though? Is anybody actually going to watch this show, or is it just going to be, like, us angry YouTubers? I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of watching this as it'll be something new and bad to review, because I think House of the Dragon is actually going to be good. That review is coming soon. Let me know what you think. Are you going to check out the rAnGz of power and shit? Or are you just going to bypass this altogether like every other piece of garbage that comes out? Ladies and gentlemen, you let me know. It's your turn. Opine in the comments below. If you have enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Let today be the day you subscribe. We're only a few away from 1,200. Let's go. Let's get there. Push that button. It's free. Just subscribe, ding the bell for notifications. If you're so inclined, you can join as a channel member. You'll learn more about that right after I'm done being long-winded and give my outro. I'm Infinitale to the place to be reviews. I've been here with all of you. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. Remember, it's always better to burn out than fade away.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me.